Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Yuval from JoyTunes, and I'm going to tell you how JoyTunes turns learning music into a fun game. I want to start by introducing my nephew Tommy. Tommy loves video games, right? And he's really good at them too. That's because he doesn't mind spending hours over hours mastering them. But when it comes to practicing his piano, he simply won't do it. Now don't get me wrong, Tommy loves playing music, but he hates practicing. Tommy is not alone. In fact, 8 out of 10 kids that take music lessons will drop out within the first year or two simply because it's so frustrating and hard to practice. And how can you blame them when there are so many other cool things to do? This created a phenomenon, the lonely piano. Right now, at this very moment, there are millions of sad and lonely pianos all over the world, collecting dust, begging for human contact. JoyTunes is here to change that. JoyTunes turns learning music into a fun game for all ages by transforming musical skills into engaging experiences for adults and kids. This is done in the most natural way there is. Tommy can use his own real piano, his own regular musical instrument, to activate the games. He doesn't need any special hardware or adapters. I want to show you very quickly an example of how fun it can be. Introducing the Piano Dustbuster. The Piano Dustbuster is a newly launched iPad app that works with a real piano through the iPad microphone. And we'll fire it up and see it in action. So what we have here is an iPad connected to nothing and a keyboard, right? A regular keyboard, $30 keyboard. And Tommy will start by playing. We have touch mode. We'll start with real piano mode here. More interesting. And different game modes. We'll go with Staff Master. And now there's a selection of songs that is being updated all the time. We'll choose ones that Tommy really likes. And what will happen next is that characters will start flying in, notes, and Tommy needs to play the right tone at the right time. Tommy was a little nervous, I could tell. So what you witnessed here is, it's nice kind of design, a game and all that. It's amazing technology that we have here, working in a room like this with awful audio acoustics. It's real-time game performance type of audio recognition. And what we're launching today, actually as of a half hour ago, it was just released, we're launching an opportunity for Tommy to personalize his experience in the game by becoming a JoyTunes Power user. So this gives them daily leaderboards where he can compare himself against others in other places in the world. You know, kids really love that. And the ability to share his wonderful performance with his friends, brag to his family, to his grandparents about how he's doing. And also, this we're really excited about, and you mentioned this before, the adaptive engine that learns Tommy's playing level and adapts to how well he's doing and recommends songs according to his personal playing level. All right, so this we just launched, and Tommy doesn't need to argue with his parents anymore over practicing the piano. He now has a tool that makes it fun and engaging for him. Since launch in April, over 3 million songs were played using this new app. That's a lot of music and incredible retention, and it's not by chance. I want to share with you very quickly a lesson, important lesson that we learned at JoyTunes. When you're creating a gamification process of an educational software, you're walking a thin line between education and games. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. And we started out at JoyTunes much stronger on the education side. We had a pilot with the Ministry of Education. We had awards. This was for the recorder product, the product that we had before, a proof of concept that is activated by playing a real recorder. Awards, industry awards, Parents' Choice Award. recently an award from the United Nations for most creative e-content. And it got us only so far, right? The kids needed more. That's when we went back to the drawing board and added much stronger gaming dynamics to what we're doing, to the core DNA, including some of the creators of Rock Band, for example. And what happened was that their attention went way up. The impact was enormous. I'm very happy to share that over 1% of Recorder students this past school year have used the Recorder game in the US, have used the Recorder game, and they were brought in because of the educational value through the teachers, but they kept on playing because it was so much fun. These two products, the Recorder game and the new piano introductory app, continue a process that JoyTunes is leading in turning learning music into a fun game for all ages. Thank you.
Okay. Great job. Thoughts from our judges? Robert, what do you think?
10.
10. You loved it. Why?
9.9, actually, because I don't know that there's not another mind-blowing company coming, and I want to have just a little bit.
Why'd you love it?
Well, one, I was looking at the website, and the social proof is there that you're getting all these awards. I love the demo. I love the approach. I think this is something that other kids will tell other people about, you know, and show it off. I just don't know how profitable you're going to be. You know, what's your business model with this again? Is it selling an app, or is there some in-game purchases or something? That
okay, so that's one thing. But actually, so currently the app is free, okay, which is pretty cool. But the way we're seeing it growing as we add musical skills and turn it into a learning process, and the retention continues to grow like it has so far, adding a subscription model, which makes sense. And the advantage that we have here is that parents actually are used to paying so much money for music education. A single piano lesson will cost between $20 and $40 one lesson. Right? That's 1 week, 45 minutes. So we expect it to be a much stronger model, what we're doing.
So it seems to, so I like the demo as well. Good job on the presentation. But it seems to me that it might die off. Like once the kid gets some basic, once some kid gets some basic skills playing, then what's going to keep them playing the games that get harder and harder instead of reading music and getting the normal typical enjoyment out of it?
So
what keeps it sticky?
Yeah. So two things. First of all, we're seeing the retention. The app has been out not very long, but the retention is off the charts. And so one thing is the game dynamics that you have in that we add, right, the achievements and challenges, these are things that we even haven't added. Also, the social aspects of it, right, and that's where the social aspects of mobile meet the social aspects of playing music, right, and that's keeping you engaged inside also with your teacher. And then once it becomes a learning process, having your exercises from the teacher being, put into this gaming framework, and then you go back home and you actually practice. You have fun practicing, and then, it's endless. The teacher can see how well you did and what you didn't do well, and, a lot of different options come into play now. And the other part is the endless content. The retention, the reason for the retention, it's endless.
Judges?
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
We can fight for it.
So how is this going to actually help the students master pieces? Because it seems like you're, unless I missed something, it seems like the games that they play are kind of mastering like certain maybe skills, like what you showed the La Bamba demo. But as someone who grew up playing piano, it seems like something that might be targeted for like in the very, very beginning, maybe for very, very basic skills. But then as they go on to master other pieces, I don't know if you guys integrate with other kind of like sheet music or, we've invested in a couple of companies that do music education kind of in a similar way, but they integrate with sheet music, so it helps them practice pieces and actually provides a feedback loop to say you're doing this better or you're improving. So yeah. I don't really see that in the app.
It's a great
question.
question.
I'm wondering the same thing. Chromatic has an app that American Idol's using to share
great company
music behind the scenes and continue where you guys sort of leave off, I think. Yeah.
So this app is an introduction app. Its sole purpose was introduction to get the piano dust buster, right? To get you to get the dust off the piano. to get kids engaged with a piano sitting in the side of the room. And that's what it's here for. Again, the musical skills that we start to add are going to look in different ways. You're working on different things, on fingering, which a lot of people have been asking us, and sheet music that is going to be integrated in a more kind of traditional way, but with the whole gaming dynamics to it, gamification, right, into it. And different age groups require different types of apps. So it's an example, a very brief snapshot of what we're doing.
How sensitive is the microphone? Can you get chords and 16th notes and 32nd notes?
That's what you want to ask?
My question is around just exactly.
Right.
How do you disambiguate chords and understand that kind of stuff?
Okay. The engine works amazing. This app, only the implementation on the game side doesn't have the chords, the polyphonic recognition, but it's all, the engine itself by itself is completely
The
polyphonic.
mic's good enough to support that polyphonic recognition?
Yes.
Along that note, you're using an iPad. My kids all have iPads because we can afford them, but can you use like a $150 Android tablet? Or?
Currently, no.
Okay.
But it's, on the roadmap.
Are the parents who are often making the decisions, the parents who are making the decisions for purchase, like, are they comfortable not having the kid play on the piano? I mean, ultimately, they're, with the younger kids, the ones making the decisions. So are you finding a barrier in the sense that they're not willing to give up the kid playing on the piano and starting on the iPad or the device?
They are playing on the piano.
Yeah. He was on the piano connected to the iPad.
This works. We can't drag.
Doesn't
Well,
any device?
It
works for any. Piano, it works for any device. Doesn't need to be
any pianos that your old piano, European piano that you have works. You need it to be sort of in tune, but.
But that's all that matters. There's
that's our limit in terms of the engine. Right?
Let's. We also have some special guests here. There's about 10 folks who are under the age of 18, and we asked some parents to bring them just to give feedback on the products. And as an incentive for their feedback, there's a bag of toys here. So if you give good feedback, you get to take one of the toys. None
We
for the
didn't get any
judges.
bribes.
No toys for the judges. Bad judges.
More Siftios.
Yes. And whoever has the best comments during the entire event will get one of the Siftio cubes, which is a pretty cool demo you'll see later, and this is worth $150. So let me ask, are there any of our special guests who have any thoughts on, and who saw this, who want to give feedback? You do? Vivek? No. Come on up. You have to come up. Tell us your name.
My name's Julian.
And how old are you?
I'm 11.
And what's your favorite website?
Facebook, probably.
You know you have to be 13 to be on Facebook, right?
He's 13. Come on, man.
Just said 11.
Mine's 13.
All right.
And I'm
so
21.
Your favorite is Facebook. That's okay. Now, when you saw the piano app, what did you think? You have an iPad?
Yeah, I have an iPad, but it's not for my own. It's my dad works with it a lot. But like how it tells you the notes, can you play on it while telling you the notes on the top?
Can you use it without a keyboard?
Yeah. There's touch
Oh,
mode.
you could?
Yeah.
And also, like, does it go faster and faster on the ranks? Like, on the levels that you said, it has games.
Yeah.
Okay.
It starts slow, and then it gets to really.
You like
hard
levels and badges?
Yeah, pretty much.
What's your favorite game with levels and badges?
Probably Call of Duty.
How many hours into Call of Duty are you? How many hours? Come on, I'll be honest.
400.
Maybe 3 a day, sort of. A week.
And how many days?
All right, 3 hours a day and or week. And how are your grades? Let's be honest about that. How are your grades?
I got honor roll the whole year.
All right, let's hear it for Julian. Awesome feedback. Go ahead and select one of the toys. I hope they're good. Okay, any other feedback from our judges?
Great job.
Well done. Let's hear it for JoyTunes. Good job. Okay.